Here are several well-known individuals who passed away on the same day, leaving a mark on history and culture. The coincidence of their deaths on the same day often sparks interest and sometimes even a sense of mystical awe. In these moments, the lives and legacies of people with significant influence intersect at a single point in time, leaving a unique resonance. This serves as a reminder of how unpredictable fate can be, adding new layers of symbolism and poignancy to their stories. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, also known as Jack Kennedy or JFK, was the 35th President of the United States, serving from 1961 to 1963, born on May 29, 1917, in Brookline, Massachusetts. He became the first Catholic and the youngest elected president in the country's history. Before the presidency, Kennedy served in the House of Representatives and the Senate, representing Massachusetts. The son of a wealthy and influential family, he studied at Harvard University and served in combat during World War II, earning a medal for bravery. Kennedy took office during the tense period of the Cold War, and his presidency was marked by key events such as the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, the construction of the Berlin Wall, and the beginning of the space race. Kennedy supported the civil rights movement, and his administration initiated significant reforms in social policy, education, and healthcare. He also announced the goal of landing Americans on the moon, which later became a reality under the Apollo program. On November 22, 1963, Kennedy was assassinated during a visit to Dallas, Texas, shocking the nation and the world. His assassination remains one of the most discussed tragedies in U.S. history, surrounded by numerous conspiracy theories that persist to this day. Kennedy's legacy endures. His energy, charisma, and drive for change made him one of the most iconic figures in American politics. Aldous Huxley was an English writer, philosopher, and essayist. Born on July 26, 1894, in Godalming, UK, he grew up in a family with strong literary and scientific traditions. His grandfather was a renowned biologist, and his brothers became prominent scientists. Huxley studied at Oxford and initially planned a career in science, but after an eye disease nearly left him blind, he turned to literature. Huxley became known for his novels and essays that addressed themes of ethics, politics, psychology, and spirituality. His most famous work, the dystopian novel Brave New World 1932, describes a future society controlled through manipulation and strict regulation. The book raised important questions about the role of science and technology in human life and the consequences of losing individuality. In the 1950s, Huxley actively explored psychedelic substances and wrote about his experiments with LSD and mescaline. These experiences were reflected in his essay The Doors of Perception 1954, where he examined altered states of consciousness and the potential for expanded perception. This work had a profound influence on the counterculture movement and the study of consciousness in the 1960s. Huxley was deeply interested in philosophy, mysticism, and Eastern spiritual practices, which were reflected in his later works. He died on November 22, 1963, the same day John F. Kennedy was assassinated, a remarkable coincidence. Huxley's legacy continues to impact literature, philosophy, and the study of human consciousness, and his works still captivate readers with their profound analysis of society and human nature. Michael Jackson, born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, USA, became one of the most influential and successful artists in music history. His career began at a very young age at 6. He performed in the group The Jackson 5 with his brothers. By his teenage years, Jackson started his solo career, and his popularity grew with each passing year. He became a true icon of pop music, and his work had a profound impact on music, dance, and culture as a whole. He gained particular recognition with the album Thriller 1982, which remains the best-selling album of all time, with over 66 million copies sold. This album features hits such as Billy Jong, Beat It, and the iconic title track Thriller, which became a cultural phenomenon. Jackson was the first artist whose music videos were not just musical works but full-fledged mini-movies, changing the way music videos were perceived. Michael was known not only for his music but also for his unique dance moves, especially the famous moonwalk, which he popularized. He was also one of the first black artists to appear regularly on MTV, helping to break racial stereotypes in the music industry. In addition to his music career, Jackson was heavily involved in charity work, donating millions of dollars to various foundations and organizations. However, his personal life was often in the spotlight of the media. He faced numerous legal battles and accusations, including charges of sexual misconduct, which were never proven in court. Michael Jackson passed away on June 25, 2009, at the age of 50 from a cardiac arrest caused by a drug overdose. His death shocked the world, and his legacy continues to live on through his music, culture, and global fan support. Jackson left an indelible mark as an artist, dancer, humanitarian, and pop culture icon. Farrah Fawcett, born on February 2, 1947, in Texas, USA, was one of the most famous actresses of the 1970s and 1980s, becoming a symbol of beauty and style during that era. She rose to fame for her role as Jill Munroe in the popular TV series Charlie's Angels 1976 to 1981, which became a cult hit. This show about three women detectives brought Fawcett worldwide recognition and made her one of the most recognizable actresses on television. Before her breakthrough in Charlie's Angels, Farrah began her career in the 1960s, working as a model and appearing in commercials. However, her big break came with the TV series, where she played one of the angels, Jill Munroe. This character, a blend of bravery and attractiveness, made Fawcett an icon of the 1970s. She quickly became a household name, with her famous golden hairstyle and bright eyes becoming her trademark. Despite the popularity of the series, Farrah left the show after the first season to pursue a career in film and other projects. Her departure was widely discussed in the media. In the 1980s, she starred in several dramas, such as The Burning Bed 1984, for which she received an Emmy nomination, solidifying her acting abilities and versatility. Fawcett's personal life was also vibrant and heavily covered by the press. In 1973, she married actor Lee Majors, but their marriage was short-lived. Moreover, her long-term relationship with actor and producer Ryan O'Neal attracted media attention. In 2006, Farrah Fawcett was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and despite her battle with the disease, she passed away on June 25, 2009. At the age of 62, her death was considered a significant loss to the entertainment world, and she left behind a legacy not only as an actress but also as a symbol of the 1970s era. Robin Williams, born on July 21, 1951, in Chicago, USA, was one of the most talented and versatile actors and comedians of his time. His career spanned over 4 decades, and he became known for his unique ability to combine comedic talent with dramatic depth. Williams was a recognized master of improvisation, and his incredible energy, charisma, and sense of humor made him a favorite among audiences worldwide. Robin began his career as a stand-up comedian, performing in various clubs in San Francisco, where he quickly attracted attention for his remarkable improvisational skills and ability to transform to different characters. He became a star after landing a role in the popular sitcom Mork and Mindy 1978 to 1982, where he played the alien Mork. This project brought him widespread recognition and laid the foundation for his further career. Williams continued his career in film, starring in iconic movies such as Good Will Hunting 1997, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He also appeared in films like Aladdin 1992, where he voiced a genie, as well as Mrs. Doubtfire 1993, Jumanji 1995, Good Morning, Vietnam 1987, and many others. Despite his successful career, Robin Williams always remained a man with an open heart. He actively supported charitable organizations and led numerous campaigns to help those in need. However, his personal life was filled with struggles. In 2014, Robin Williams tragically passed away by suicide. It was later revealed that he had been suffering from the early stages of Parkinson's disease, which may have played a role in his decision. His death shocked the world, leaving an indelible wound in the hearts of fans and colleagues. Robin Williams left behind an incredible legacy as an actor, comedian, and a person who sought to bring joy and light into the lives of others. His works, filled with humor, sincerity, and profound human emotions, will continue to inspire generations. Lauren Bacall, born on September 16, 1924, in New York, was one of the most outstanding actresses of Hollywood's golden age and an icon of American cinema. Her career spanned over 6 decades, and she became famous for her unique style, sensuality, and memorable roles in films that became classics. Bacall began her career in modeling before landing her first major role in the film To Have and Have Not 1944, where she was noticed by the famous producer Howard Hughes. However, it was her role in The Big Sleep 1946 alongside Humphrey Bogart that brought her real fame. She created a unique persona, a woman with a cold, steely gaze, yet with a strong inner force. Her sexual appeal and icy demeanor captured the audience's attention, and her iconic voice, with a kiss, became one of the most recognizable in film history. Lauren Bacall continued to work with stars like Humphrey Bogart, whom she later married in 1945, and James Stewart. Her collaboration with Bogart brought her both personal happiness and professional success. Together, they starred in iconic films such as To Have and Have Not, 1944, and The Big Sleep 1946, which solidified her reputation in Hollywood. After Bogart's death in 1957, Bacall continued her career, playing roles in films across various genres, from dramas to comedies, and maintained her popularity for decades. Some of her most notable works from that period include How to Kill a Mockingbird 1964, The Shootist 1972, and The Mirror Has Two Faces 1981. In her later years, Lauren Bacall continued to act, earning recognition for her roles in theater and television. She was awarded numerous accolades, including a Golden Globe and an Emmy Award. Lauren Bacall passed away on August 12, 2014. At the age of 89, her legacy as an actress and cultural icon lives on, and her contributions to cinema have left a lasting mark on the history of the world. These coincidences serve as a reminder of the unpredictability of fate and how even in death, great individuals continue to leave their mark on history, intersecting across centuries. Their lives and works inspire people, serving as a symbol of how different paths can converge and intertwine. Their memory lives on, proving that great achievement and ideas can unite generations and become an eternal reminder of the significance of the human spirit and the pursuit of excellence.